The next installment of the Tron saga, also known as Tron ARES, is finally happening. It's been a long road of uncertainty, but hey, better late than never, right? Now let's talk about the history of Tron for a sec. Back in '82, they dropped the OG Tron movie, directed by Steven Lisberger and starring Jeff Bridges, Bruce Boxleitner, and Cindy Morgan. Now, it didn't exactly rake in the big bucks at the box office, but dang, those visuals and effects gave it serious cult status. Fast forward to 2010, we got Tron Legacy, helmed by Joseph Kosinski and featuring Bridges, Olivia Wilde, and Garrett Hedlund. It didn't exactly set the world on fire financially, but hey, it got an Oscar nod for sound design. Despite all that, the Tron franchise kinda struggled to take off. But guess what? Disney's giving it another shot with Tron ARES. They had plans for a direct sequel to Tron Legacy, but initially scrapped the idea. Then, in 2020, Australian filmmaker Garth Davis took a swing at it, but with the pandemic throwing a wrench into everything, it just couldn't come together. But guess who swooped in recently? None other than Jared Leto, who's been eyeing this project for a while. Leto's the man who finally got the ball rolling again. He even dropped the first sneak peek of Tron ARES and spilled the beans on when we can expect it to hit theaters. Exciting times ahead, folks. Let's dive into what we know about Tron ARES. Let's talk about Tron 3's plot. Check this out. Tron ARES is flipping the script. While the previous Tron flicks were all about diving into the digital realm of the grid, this time around they're bringing the action to our turf, the real world. And hey, with all the buzz surrounding artificial intelligence lately, it's the perfect moment to breathe new life into the Tron universe. The official summary for the movie, dropped alongside that first epic photo, goes like this. Tron ARES follows this super advanced program named ARES, who's on a risky mission from the digital world into our reality, marking humanity's first run-in with AI entities. Now, if you're thinking this sounds a bit like Tron Legacy, you're onto something. Remember Cora, played by Olivia Munn? She was a program that got the human treatment by the end of the last flick. Tron ARES seems to be picking up where Legacy left off, with programs crossing over into our world. Alright, let's break it down for those who haven't caught up on the first two Tron flicks. Tron kicks off with the game designer and tech whiz named Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges. He used to work at Encom alongside his buddy Ed Dillinger. Now, Dillinger pulls a sneaky move and swipes Flynn's software, making himself top dog at Encom. But Flynn's not having it. He hacks into Encom's system and stumbles upon the master control program, snatching up all sorts of classified data. Next thing you know, Flynn gets zapped into the digital world by this experimental laser and teams up with Tron, a security program, and some other Encom brains to take down the MCP. Fast forward to Tron Legacy, where we follow Flynn's son Sam. Flynn's gone missing after scoring the big boss spot at Encom. Years later, Sam gets sucked into the grid and has to tackle a bunch of challenges to beat this program named Clue, which looks like a digital clone of Flynn. Things get dicey when Clue almost takes Sam out, but luckily he gets rescued by Cora, this special program that leads him to his dad. Turns out, Flynn's been stuck in the digital realm trying to save these programs called ISOs, which might have consciousness. In the end, Flynn sacrifices himself to stop Clue, and Sam makes it out with Cora back to the real world. Phew, well, that's the Tron saga in a nutshell. Now let's talk about the release date. So when Jared Leto dropped that first glimpse of Tron ARES on February 29, 2024, it got fans buzzing. They announced the film's set for a 2025 release, but here's the kicker. No exact date was spilled. Now Disney's got a jam-packed 2025 lineup with big hitters like Snow White, Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Zootopia 2, and Avatar 3. But hold on to your light cycles, because there's still hope for Tron ARES to snag a spot. Disney's got July 2, 2025 circled on their calendar, but with Universal Pictures revving up a new Jurassic Park flick for that day, it might not be the best move to pit Tron against dinos. Another option? August 8, 2025 could be a sweet spot for a summer release. Plus, Disney's got a bunch of other dates saved up for releases from 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight that they could shuffle around if needed. Disney's got their eyes on June 27, 2025 for a live-action Moana flick, and November 7, 2025 for Blade. But hold on, there's a twist. Now, some folks are scratching their heads about dropping a live-action Moana just 7 months after Moana 2. Could be a bit much, right? So there's talk they might push Moana to 2026 and slide Tron Ares into that June 27 slot instead. Plus, there's whispers that Disney might delay Blade to 2026 to keep the Marvel Cinematic Universe from overflowing with 4 flicks in 2025. If that happens, boom, prime November spot opens up for Tron Ares. But let's not forget the option of holding off until 2026. Right now, Avengers 5 is locked in for May 1st, 2026, and there's chatter about a Star Wars flick on May 22nd, 2026. Toy Story 5 and Frozen 3 might also join the party. So maybe Disney's thinking of beefing up their 2026 lineup with Tron Ares. Lots of moving parts, lots of possibilities. We'll just have to keep our light discs at the ready and see where Disney decides to drop Tron Ares. Meanwhile, let's talk about what Disney has already decided Tron Ares cast and crew of Tron Ares. First up, we've got Joachim Ronning taking the director's chair. You might recognize him from the 2012 film Kon-Tiki, which he co-directed with Espen Sandberg. They made waves and caught Disney's eye, leading to their gig directing Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales in 2017. Since then, Ronning's been flying solo with Disney backing his projects. He's got some serious Disney cred under his belt, including directing 2019's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Keep an eye out for his upcoming film, Young Woman and the Sea, hitting theaters in 2024. Now, onto the star power. Jared Leto stepping into the digital world as the lead in Tron Ares. It looks like he's taking on the role of ARES, the computer program making waves in the real world. Check out the supporting cast. Cameron Monaghan, known for his versatile roles, including Shameless and Gotham, is joining the party. Plus, we've got Evan Peters, who blew us away with his chilling portrayal of Jeffrey Dahmer in the Netflix series Dahmer Monster: The Jeffrey Dahmer Story. The cast of Tron Ares just keeps getting more impressive, doesn't it? Greta Lee, known for her roles in The Morning Show and her voice work in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, as well as her Oscar-nominated performance in Past Lives, is on board. Sarah Desjardins, a talented Canadian actress from Riverdale Yellow Jackets, and more, is joining the crew too. And let's not forget about Jodie Turner-Smith, Hassan Minhaj, Arturo Castro, and the incredible Gillian Anderson, famous for her iconic roles in The X-Files, The Fall, Sex Education, and The Crown. But here's the big question: will we see familiar faces from the Tron universe returning? Jeff Bridges, Olivia Wilde, Garrett Hedlund, and Bruce Boxleitner haven't been listed in the cast, but who knows? Maybe the film's keeping some surprises up its sleeve for us. After all, fans have been eagerly awaiting another Tron movie for a while now, and while the wait isn't quite as long as between the original and Tron Legacy, it's still been a journey. Well, that's it for today. Which aspect of Tron Ares are you most excited about? Is it the return to the digital world, the star-studded cast, or perhaps the potential surprises in store for fans of the franchise? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on all your favorite movies. Until next time, stay plugged in and keep the excitement alive.